Hey, Nadia. How you doing today? How did you enjoy class last night?
I enjoyed class the last night and last week, surprisingly, because I was feeling so down about it. So I surprisingly enjoyed it. It's
Good.
still one thing I'm trying to figure out, but at this point, I guess it'll come.
Yeah.
We couldn't eat. We barely spoke.
It's weird how my camera darkens me if I'm like not in the face of it.
Right. I noticed that yesterday. It was funny because I had a client yesterday morning, and when I came on my computer, I had a little black box with a camera with a white line through it. Couldn't figure out how to get my camera on. So I had to do my session just talking while I could see her. And then I had to figure out how to fix it. And I have this little tiny like wheel up
Mhm.
up near my camera that shutters the camera. And it was closed. I didn't even know it was there. Couldn't see it, even with freaking glasses.
That's funny. I did that one time. I had a meeting and everybody was on, and I was conducting it for the job I was working, and I was like, I don't know what I did. So I have on my laptop, there's a button above the numbers key, and it looks like a camera. So I think one day I was trying to press the numbers, but I hit that, totally cut the camera off, and it took me a good week to figure out. I was so stressed out, like I can't figure out, like I need a new laptop. This is not right.
Yeah, that was my old computer, which I still have. I keep swearing I'm going to get it fixed. I did something that turned off the internal sound, so I had to use an external microphone, and and then my cats knocked it off of the desk, and the charging plug broke off inside of it. It's like,
Oh,
so I just haven't taken it to get it fixed. I have a good place not too far from the house that they do a really good job.
oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's
Jenny's here 2 days in a row. I get to see you guys. That's so cool. Hey, Jenny.
Yeah, I was excited. I said, "Oh, Wendy's conducting the podcast with Rob tonight. That is so cool."
Oh, you guys get me as the sub tonight.
Awesome sub, awesome sub. Sometimes
Yep,
you
I'm
don't
the
always
sub.
like your substitutes.
Lynn's in Paris, Rob's in Italy, and here I am.
Oh, we love it. Thank you for stepping
In
up.
Connecticut. Ooh. But I like to be here with you guys. That's fun. I was thinking about what kind of fun we could have today.
Well, thanks for stepping up. This is so cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
absolutely.
excited. Hey guys, sorry, I'm trying to get all connected.
Hi, Lynn.
Hi, I just got home. I'm putting some stuff over. How are you all? Good?
Excellent.
Good.
Jenny, you know I can only see your forehead. And Lynn, I can kind of see you from the nose
Yeah,
up.
I'm kind of propped up on the coffee maker and I'm trying to put stuff away.
We go.
There we go.
I always feel like
Yeah.
when that happens, I always have this vision of a little kid sitting in front of the computer, and all you can see is the top of their head.
That's funny.
But I know better. I know you guys.
It's funny you say that because it gave me a flashback, like when the pandemic hit. And at the time, my son was in kindergarten. Yeah, I think he was in kindergarten. And the whole class, all you saw was this, like a whole bunch of little teeny foreheads. Like every now and then you might see a eye and foreheads, and it was just the whole
Yeah.
entire class. It was so
Oh
funny.
my goodness.
That cracks me up. That cracks me up. So I'm going to I don't know what's going on. I've had a real challenge with my screen freezing. this past week. And I don't know if it was like last week I lost Wi-Fi, lost power. So I don't know if it has something to do with that. So if I freeze simply, and if I'm channeling or doing something, please let me know and I'll wiggle my mouse. My magic mouse. So what good is happening in your lives? What's the good stuff?
Do we talk or write you?
Talk, please. I have a hard time reading in the chat box.
Oh, good. I like to talk too. I just listened to the Ashkenazi movie. It's called Ashkenazi. It's a movie, but it's sort of a guy's telling a story and all these visual pictures. That was the most astounding thing I ever saw in a long, long time. I don't know. It sort of resonated as this is pointing toward the truth. What do you think so?
I know next to nothing about the Ashkenazi.
Well,
where did you watch the movie?
It's on YouTube.
On YouTube.
Yeah, you could just go Ashkenazi movie and you'll probably get it. I mean, it's so
I know that there is a group of Jews that are Ashkenazi Jews.
right. My sister-in-law said she was. Then trying to remember these fancy words. Melchizedek. He's whose name?
Melchizedek. We just call him Mel.
Oh, well, is that who we deal with, or I forget because I don't have those notes in front of me. Do we talk to from this channel? Does Melchizedek?
I channel Melchizedek, yeah.
Okay, I'm thinking of, there's another M, Metatron.
There's Metatron, Melchizedek, Elijah, Mother Maya.
Don't even do the list. It's unbelievable what you all think you're talking to, and I can't tell if it's true or not. But I like it, and I talk to it. I talk to all that.
But you can, Susan, and that's using your discernment. Right?
I talk to all of them for years.
Yeah.
And I think I get answers, but it's hard to know because you can talk to any object and you'll get an answer if your mind is, it bounces back and forth. Anyway, talk to Melchizedek, also known as King Shalom, sometime, maybe tonight, if you want to. That'd be kind of fun. I'd love to hear what he wants to tell us all.
Well, both Nadia and Lynn and I are Melchizedek priests or priestesses, however you choose to look at it. We've been ordained into the order of Melchizedek.
Well, now look at that. See, I have so much synchronicity going on around my 70-year-old perfect mind or clear mind. That's cool. Look at me. I feel proud too that I'm working well.
I know. Every day is something new. I'm sliding quickly into 75. And so I'm like, well, not that quickly. I'm still 6 months away, but
Well, I'm 75, December 26th.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
my daughter's birthday is December 17th, and she'll be 52 this year.
I gotta go get my dog. I'll be right back, folks. I'll be right back.
Right. Okay. So what do you guys want to do? Do you guys want to channel? Do you guys want to do some work on the hurricane in Florida? What would you like to do?
I'm game for anything.
We have options, right?
Oh, I love
because while the cat's away, the mice will play.
Right.
I love it.
And I think that we should all just shout out a great big happy birthday to Lynn.
Right.
And so when she watches this, because she'll watch it because she wasn't here but she'll hear us all saying happy birthday. So we'll wait till Susan comes back, and then on the count of three, we'll just shout it out.
I'm here.
She's all right. So
Wash-
we're just gonna shout out a happy birthday to Lynn, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Happy
Happy
birthday!
birthday,
Birthday!
I scared the cats.
Miss Paris. Gee whiz.
We love you.
Hope you're having fun in Paris.
Oh yeah. So next year, one of the reasons that Lynn went to Paris is because of her birthday to celebrate. She loves Paris, one of her favorite places. But next year, we're doing a retreat to France. And she and Alicia were scoping out the logistics for our France retreat next year. And we're
Oh, that's
actually
gonna be
going
amazing.
during the Feast of the Magdalene. And so it's going to be a juicy trip. And then after that, we're going to have a side trip to Paris. So
Not bad.
everybody start saving their pennies,
Right,
right?
right.
Start
I
saving your
know.
pennies for next year. Oh,
That's gonna be amazing.
yeah,
I
it will
know.
be. It will be amazing. And it's really nice that they kind of already will know the area and what's there and what's possible. So we don't have to like figure it out when we get there. It's always good to know where you're going. Like we're going to Sedona. We start our Sedona trip. The guests arrive on Sunday the 25th, but Lynn and Alicia and Veronica and I are arriving on Friday before, and
Nice.
it's great. Who
Wow.
here has been
It's
to
gonna be here
Sedona?
before you know it.
Lynn, you've been
I
to
haven't.
Sedona? Anybody else been to
My uncle
Sedona?
lived out there.
Oh,
Yeah, so
cool.
Fred and I went.
I was trying to count it up the other day, how many times I've actually visited Sedona, and I think I've been there like 60 times.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
When I was awakening, I had friends that actually moved, two girlfriends that are massage therapists moved to Sedona, got a house, and every other weekend I was driving from LA to Sedona. That was a big trip. Always take people with me. So it was like, yeah, and then I've led a bunch of retreats there, and wow, it's just one of my favorite places. And it's changed a lot. It's really changed a lot.
How?
I don't know. Well, it's really built up. It
Oh.
was when I first started going there, it was still kind of a sleepy town. There wasn't much around. Now there's more hotels and shopping experiences and all that kind of stuff. So
Hmm.
it just shifts it a little bit. But I've been receiving some information about how a lot of the places on our planet that we have been feeling as, PowerPoints, sacred places are
Mhm.
beginning to shift. The portals are closing and opening in other places. So Sedona will always be powerful, but maybe not as powerful as it has been in the past. And then there's other places that are opening. And one of the big places that's opening is in New Mexico. A brand new energy portal. And so there's an area, this is an area that Lynn is being, called to. It's going to be what guidance is saying, like the second Sedona or the new Sedona. So, and it's called Abiquiu. And it's a little dinky, not much right now, but it's really interesting. They keep showing pictures of it being just thriving, and everybody that used to go to Sedona to do all their spiritual work will start moving moving to New Mexico. So
Is that just the natural order of things, Wendy, or do we affect it? Like how you were saying, like Sedona's built up so much. Like, are those portals like closing and opening? Is that already in the plan, or do we affect that?
yeah, I don't know how we affect them.
Mhm.
Let me check in. So well, we affect the portals in that we sometimes unknowingly open portals
Mm.
when we're doing our spiritual work. If we forget to close what we've opened, but the portals are very much dimensional, right? They're not just, planetary, but they're dimensional. And they shift with the shifting consciousness. So I think that we have, we participate in the collective consciousness on the planet. But also what I'm hearing is that Gaia also has a lot to do with the power centers and portals on the planet. And, she will shift them as needed for her evolutionary process as well. So,
Mm,
so
Nice
okay.
question, Jenny. That was a good question.
Thank you.
yeah, so pardon me.
Yeah.
That's all I'm hearing. That's
Wendy,
all
I
I'm
have a
hearing.
question. Can I ask you a question? It's not related to that, but it's something that I've been kind of um just pondering and curious about for a while. So when it comes to ghosts and spirits are still on the earthly plane, what's actually happening? Because if when we cross over, we go back to source,
Mm-hmm.
do they still continue on their journey of evolution on the other side while there's still that part of their soul that is left for whatever reason? Is that what's happening? Because we have to go back, right?
When we drop the body,
Mm-hmm.
when we transform back to light,
Mm-hmm.
we go back home to source.
Mm-hmm.
Where's source?
Everywhere.
Hmm.
So that's
Hmm.
how we still have the ability to be in connection with those that have quote unquote crossed over. It's because source is everywhere and they've gone back to source. And so we have the ability to be in relationship. And when people are seeing ghosts or they're seeing spirits, it means that their clairvoyance is open enough to see through what I would explain as a veil, because right now there's kind of a veil between us and source. We
Mhm.
don't always know that we're seeing source. And so there are just some individuals that can see the souls because there's no place to go. There's no place to go. It's not like we if I died in this chair that I travel, someplace, my soul is taken right back up into source, which is everywhere.
Right. I think where the question came from is because for specific reasons, I'm in like heavily engulfed into the horror and paranormal, and I understand now why. And so there is a woman that I came across a few years ago. She uses her gift to help spirits cross over. And I remember specifically there was a guy who was a soldier over 100 some odd years ago who was still on the earthly plane, and he thanked her when she helped him. But my thing is, like, if we cross over and we learn over on the and on the other side, and we're doing things to continue to evolve and grow, did his spirit not evolve and grow during that time he was stuck here, or did he
Oh
still
yeah,
evolve and
they do.
grow? He's still
They
okay. It
do.
was just so
They
it's
do.
basically a
Right.
part of him that was just here, but he's still
He, and you're still in the perception that you've got to travel a long way to get to the heart of source. The source is a breath away, right in front of you right now. And so there are souls that when they pass, they are still in turmoil or trauma or pain, whether it be from this lifetime
Mhm.
or another lifetime. And so the individuals that are helping these souls cross over are actually offering the service of healing so that soul can, you know, let go of what the trauma has been. And so while they're still dead, right, they're already in the heart of source, but they are also visible to the medium. They are also able to reach out to those that can hear and see and let them know that they're in pain and receive the assistance that they need. And
Got
that
it.
is such amazing, beautiful work, right?
Okay.
Can I mention something?
That's a good question, Nadia.
Thank you.
Okay.
Does that answer help?
Yeah, I was just, yeah, it does. It does.
Yeah, I think that we all think that we all have an old perception, an old programming about where's heaven, right? Because, oh, when I die, I'm going to go to heaven, or when
Mhm.
that guy dies, he's going to go to hell. Well, there's no place to go. And that's what Metatron always says. There's no place to go. You're just taken back up into what is your real true form, which is source. And source is everywhere. You don't even have to walk across the room to commingle with source, right? It's right here. So it's a paradigm shift for us, right? To understand that it doesn't matter, that when we die, we're automatically taken back into source, right? There is no heaven, there is no hell, there's only God. And we're just, like absorbed back into that.
Hmm. Yeah, it does boggle the mind, honestly. Like I understand what you're saying, but to truly absorb it, yeah, because
Yeah,
the thing with spirits and
yeah,
stuff, that's something that confuses me too. So yeah,
yeah,
it's fascinating.
yeah. And I'm not the world's foremost authority. I just know what I've been told and what I've been taught.
Yeah.
And other people have different ideas of what it's all about. And that's cool, right? That's cool. But Metatron and Mother Maya and everybody talks about how they don't go anyplace. When we have the perception again that when we're channeling them, that we're bringing them here, and when we stop channeling, that they go someplace, and there's no place for them to go. They're spirit, and so they are just part of the all. So
Mhm.
it's
Yeah.
yeah. Don't get me started on time.
Can I take a turn?
Yeah.
Okay. In this study of Melchizedek, King Shalem, they came here looking for gold, and they mined gold, turned it into dust because they wanted to put the particles in the air. So it got me thinking about mediumship of whatever kind of thing, object. I wonder if anybody's heard anything about gold. Simultaneously, I'm a painter. I sit here and paint, and I had gotten my gold out and my bronze, and I didn't ask why. I want to use it on a painting, but then the gold association with Melchizedek and why they came to get some gold, and they took it to Lebanon and stored it there and transformed it into the dust. They needed it back in their atmosphere,
Right,
but
right.
I
It's called it in this day and age, it's called white powder gold. And what they do is they burn the gold and it leaves a white powder residue. And white powder gold, so the story goes, when you consume it, can heal any disease. When you consume it, you're fully empowered. When you consume it, you have longevity or you don't die. And so that is what they were doing with burning the gold.
Can we
Right.
buy some at the Whole Foods or supplement store these days?
White powder gold? I don't know. I don't know. I will tell you that um uh, Lynn knows a lot of the people that were in my original community as I was awakening. And there was somebody found a man who was mining white powder gold. And he came and did a whole presentation for us and wanted us to help support him, in his mining for white powder gold, and sold shares for like $500 a share. And for every share, you would get an ounce of white powder gold per
Wow.
month.
Wow.
Wow.
Nobody ever got any of the white powder gold.
Ah.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
he totally white. I didn't invest because at that time I had zero extra money, but a lot of my friends invested heavily and yeah. So you have to, and I guess the moral to the story is you have to be careful.
Right.
I wouldn't even know what white powder gold looked or felt like at this
Yeah,
point in
like the
time.
authenticity of it. Right, right.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Yeah.
know. So,
That's sad.
Hmm.
but that's supposedly why so many different cultures, so many different beings would go to different planetary systems and mine the gold. You know?
I
Hmm.
have
It
another.
wasn't for the riches of the gold, it was for the riches of what happens when you burn the gold,
Right.
right?
Huh.
I have
Wow.
another important question. I don't know the answer to. With all these, I listen to a lot of spiritual stuff, lessons and stuff. Rabbi Tovia Singer's talking about the God of Abraham. So I've been praying to the God of Abraham, and I thought, oh, come on, Jesus must have the same God. Then I thought, well, with this Melchizedek thing and people coming from other planets here to do stuff, I wonder if we're all in different groups because I don't really know which group I go to. I seem to talk to anyone, any of them, just for the heck of it. It's what I do. Um, are there different? Do we all go to the same God? Let's say if we use the word God, or do we all go to a variety of them that come from different kind of planets? Like some girl was here and she said, I was reptilian, and I'm going like, oh, I don't like your information too much. But that would probably be a different God. I don't know.
No, there's only one God.
Okay, so Jesus had the God of Abraham, and then Christians did, and everybody forgot about all the details, I guess.
Well, the books were written by men, right? Humans, and the understanding that has grown over the years is that doesn't matter what you call it, it's all source, right? We
That's
were channeling source last night. Doesn't matter if you call it Muhammad, if you call it the God of Abraham, there's only source, right? And so there's you know people have different experiences because this is what they've been taught or this is their belief system,
and
but
isn't
in truth
it funny that, in my view, which has its limits, I always said, well, we're gonna. It's a bunch of holy wars going on, and always has been. But if it's the same God, why in the world is all the murdering have to happen? I mean, which is puzzling. I don't know if you have a clue about why on this planet, we have to do the murders too.
I don't have a good answer for that. I I believe that if you're looking at, you know, Israel and
Yeah. Iran
they
and
have been
attacked.
well, no, lifetime after lifetime. I mean, for as long as history goes back,
Uh-huh.
there has been war
Right
with,
there.
war right there. And that's, that's not a it's not a political thing. A lot of times they've been fighting over who owns the land, right? Which has, you know, different meanings to each of the cultures. So I'm not a good one to talk about that because I don't know. I don't have a good answer why there have been what they call holy wars. No war is holy. No war is holy.
Why there's humans here who enjoy killing people. It's just, it's just not sensible, but it happens. It never
Every day, unfortunately. Hey, Deborah, how you doing?
I'm good, thanks. I was just texting Lynn. I was having a hard time getting into the podcast for some reason. And she's
Oh.
saying right now, she's sending me a message. She's telling everybody hello. It's gotta be like 1:30 in the morning there.
And she's on our time. She hasn't been there long enough to make the switch, I don't think. Right
Yeah.
about the time she's coming home, she'll be on Paris time. Right?
You're right. But she told me to tell everybody hi.
Hey, cool. Cool, cool, cool. All right. So what do you want to do?
Can you channel? I love
Yep.
when you channel.
I want to hear from Melchizedek King Shalem.
Well, you're gonna have to say his name correctly, or he's not gonna come.
Shalem? Well,
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's
Melchizedek.
Melchizedek.
okay, well, the whole name is Melchizedek King Shalem, identified in relation to Jerusalem.
Melchizedek. He's been around a lot longer than
Yeah.
any of the information in the movie. He has been instrumental in the creation of this cosmos.
Yeah.
Mother Maya has worked really closely with Melchizedek. Yeah.
Is Metatron a relationship of Melchizedek, like a brother or something?
Yep. He calls him his brother,
Oh,
and he calls him Mel instead of Melchizedek.
Mel.
So I had a friend who channeled Melchizedek, and I channeled Metatron, and we would do group evenings, and we would introduce it as Met and Mel.
Oh, that's cute.
Met and Mel.
That's cute.
Was it another lifetime? All right. Let me see. Let me see if he's even willing to come forward today. Well, he's willing to come forward, but he's a little bit more cut and dried. So I'm going to ask everybody else. I know Susan has put her vote in. Metatron, Elijah, Melchizedek, or Mother Maya.
Wow, they're
They're all good.
Mother
I
Maya.
know.
Mother Maya.
I would
Mother
love to hear
Maya.
from Mother Maya. Yeah.
We'd like to hear from Mother Maya. Okay.
Tell us again where she's stemming from. Is she a Melchizedek's wife or something, or Metatron?
No, no. She created Melchizedek. She's the mother of mothers.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Cool. I'll talk to her. I'll
Well,
listen.
maybe you will, and maybe you won't. She's she's rather who here have you heard her, right?
I have.
Yeah.
Nadia, you've heard
Yeah.
her? Yeah.
Mhm.
I haven't.
I loved the dragon meditation that you provided. That was really magical. Did you do that, Nadia?
I did. I missed it on
Yeah.
the actual live and I was so stressed out, but I did listen to the recording.
Later. Yeah. It was
Yeah.
pretty cool, right?
And I love light language. Ask her to speak light language to us. I just love
Ah,
it.
okay.
Yes, please. Like I need to hear.
That's easy.
I'm gonna put
I'm
my
sure she
headphones
will
on
fulfill
because
that request. All
I need to
right.
hear her vibration.
All right. It'll be just a moment. Blessings upon you. We are Maya. We are mm, pleased to be in your space today. Where is everyone?
We're here.
We're here
Hello,
with you.
Mother Maya.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Indeed.
joining us.
Thank you.
So you invited us to be within your space today. How may we be of assistance to you?
Can you send us all blessings with light language?
Indeed. Om Yahanyos Maya Sinea Noya Suyam Yospa Shunoya no Fushi Andukwas Jalirmo Funisyo Omnya Som.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. That was beautiful.
How can we help you, Mother Maya?
How can you help Maya?
Yes.
You cannot.
Oh, okay. I can receive you though.
You may receive us if you so choose. We do not come to be as entertaining as others, like Metatron. We come with purpose. We come to fulfill prophecy. We come to course correct this planet. We just learned this terminology recently. We came to uncover things that have been festering in the dark corners of your planet. We have already begun our work. You will notice that there is a great reveal within the realm of human trafficking that is happening in this moment, and more will be revealed as the year goes on. It is one of the first things that we have been shining our light upon. Earth changes are happening, as you can see. What are you doing to assist your Gaia? what are you doing to assist the collective?
I do the same thing you do.
Which is
Uncovering, I use speech and say things, and it uncovers and opens others who get near me. It's very, very automatic, but I don't know, I was born like that or something. Trained too by a famous Hindu guru. But I was always like that because I didn't understand why people couldn't see what was cause and effect between each other. I didn't understand. That did not make sense because I could see it always. But it was challenging to start learning to say it because people didn't like that. That was surprising to me that people don't want to know the what there is to see here to undo the tension and the energy that gets so tight, dense.
indeed. That is because most of the souls upon this planet are living in the collective unconscious and are awakening at different paces.
Yeah,
And so those that are already awake, they shine their light to help others awaken. This is the job of each and every one of you. You are standing within the collective unconscious. It is not for you to fix it. It is only for you to shine your light, to anchor the light of who you are and what you bring into the collective unconscious, and then you are doing your work. You are helping others to awaken just by being conscious of anchoring your light.
well, that's what I mean by helping you. So we're doing it, helping you. I mean, there's reciprocity is everywhere.
You are not helping Maya, you are helping humanity, you
Yeah.
are helping Gaia.
So Maya, you're not humanity. You're something else beyond or something.
We are.
Mm.
We are the creator. Everyone thinks that masculine God created the cosmos.
Huh.
Man does not give birth. Divine Mother gives birth, and we are the mother of mothers.
Mother Maya, I just would like to say thanks for all the work that you all are doing with human trafficking, because it's very gut-wrenching, you know, for us to constantly hear about women and children, you know, going missing. And sometimes we feel like we we don't we can't help, or we, you know, it sometimes we feel lost, and it's sad, and
Yes,
it's, you know, a lot
yes,
of us. So
yes, yes.
at least I know that divine does have attention on it. That gives me a lot of comfort. So thank you for that.
It is our honor, but it is also our job at this time. It is larger than one individual. Yes,
Yes.
it is that
Yeah.
place that even as a collective of 100 or 1,000 or 1,000,000, you would not be able to stem the tide of human trafficking. So we have stepped forward to shine the light. And when we are done with the human trafficking, we will begin to shine the light in other places where there is, let us just say, individuals and energies that are out of balance. They are not in alignment with the ascension of this planet and people.
Got it.
Work.
Mother Maya, is there anything, so besides us trying to shine our light and is praying for all the work that you're doing, and is there anything else that we can be doing? Like what is our part that we could do?
Each of you will pay attention to your heart, and what calls to your heart, that is what you can do. It can be simple as helping to feed hungry children. It is as simple as, you know, supporting women as they are, you know, fleeing from abuse. It can start very small, beloved one. Find what is in your heart and go volunteer. We have spoken to several dozens of people so far, and some who have actually found what is in their heart and begun to take action. For one individual, it was nature, and they are out planting trees. They joined an organization. For another, they began to work at the homeless shelter. For another, they began to collect within their office used clothing and shoes, and got together bags and created bags with toiletries and took them to a women's shelter. There are so many things that can be done. And while you may not be impacting things globally, you will be impacting things heart to heart to heart.
Mhm.
Does this
Beautiful.
assist you?
Yes. Thank
Yes.
you, Mother Maya.
I do human suffering, which is very difficult, but it's my nature. So if I see it, I do some giving.
Beautiful. It all counts.
Is one, I don't know, I was gonna say, is one path harder than another, but probably not.
The different paths that the souls choose, who is to decide what path is more difficult? Only the soul having the experience can make that determination.
Mm,
The soul and the human perspective are very different very often.
mhm.
That is why all of your guides and angels and the beings that love you are currently trying to remind you of who and what you are. You're not just a human, you are greater than that. You have come here to do something, and you all know that you are here to do something. Finding the something that feeds your soul,
Yeah.
warms your heart,
Hmm.
that is the key.
Hmm. That's for sure. You're so reassuring, Mother.
We did not understand.
You're so reassuring. Thank you. How kind.
Yes. Are there any other questions? Beautiful women.
Is there a God's chosen people, or are we all chosen?
There's not one group that is chosen by God. All souls are the same.
Hmm.
All souls are the same.
But the current cognitive dissonance on the planet is it true? It's just because we're evolving and haven't all become in the oneness hardly ever.
That is part of it, yes. And each soul is here to experience exactly what is in front of them in
Yeah.
this moment,
Mm-hmm.
and the next moment, and tomorrow's moments. Right? It is all part of soul agreement, soul contract. And the dissonance upon your planet is partly because there are still many that are in the collective unconscious and asleep. And the other part of the dissonance is that there are groups and organizations that are intentionally creating the dissonance,
Yeah.
creating the strife, creating what will become civil war. These are the things that we will be shining the light upon. Those that would create war in their own country. Not what Divine Mother sent all the souls here to do. You have the opportunity and the ability to bring heaven to earth. It starts with you. How will you bring heaven to your own life? And when you come to the understanding for yourself how you will do that, then you give others around you permission to do the same. Do you understand this?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I was given the gift of the veil lifting sometime, especially in the past. And I wonder why. Maybe it's not fair to even say why, or I didn't really believe in why questions. Mostly, oh, this is happening. Oh, okay, this is it now.
So we will ask you a question. And we will ask you this question in deep respect and love. Where is your ego impacting your life?
Well,
This is a question for all, not for you,
I
especially.
I think I tried to get rid of it a long time ago and don't operate like that. I think mostly I operate from the soul's perspective.
No,
Okay.
no, you are still operating from ego because it is impossible to send the ego away, beautiful one, as above, so below. Please begin to pay attention, each and every one of you. Where is ego intersecting with your life? It is not about getting rid of it. It is about creating an alliance, a mastery, if you will.
Yes.
When you want to think about where the ego impacts, we will say that there are some things that you can look for when there's a lot of I's and me's in your conversations.
Well, I have to use English language, so it sounds like there is an I in Susan, but I pretty much did everything I could I didn't really need an ego because I didn't require anything because I could have everything, which is sleep and food. Everything else, it didn't matter which form it took.
Okay. So we are just asking each and every individual here to look at where is the ego, because where your ego is impacts the collective.
Right. Which is
Right.
pretty much what I saw there was to impact humanity, all of humanity. So the same view, the stream of consciousness that comes through is a kind of universal truth that there's a consistent language. It's called Shum, actually, I was told, but I don't see why I need it. Maybe ego is in creation, but it wouldn't make sense to me because I'm a creator. I am putting out creation, and that seems to be my job. There's no credit. Nobody says thank you or good work. Some people do, but rarely. So nobody knows I'm doing the work. Well, I don't want recognition because that would create ego.
Are you still with us, Mother Maya?
We are, yes. Is
Well,
there
if I
any other
may,
questions we may answer?
I know we're short on time, but I was just curious. So supporting our beloved Gaia, besides trying to, is there anything other than trying to be mindful of what we're consuming, the trash that we're putting out, picking up trash, trying to give love to the earth and our plantings and offerings? Is there anything else that we could be doing? Is there something
There
that,
are,
go ahead.
yes, there are many different things that you could do. Understanding that trees have a broad network upon Gaia. If you will begin to bless the trees, the blessings will be picked up and moved all around your world. And when you are giving a blessing, when you are working with Gaia, please remember she is a sovereign being in her own right. Don't anticipate that you know what she needs. Please give the blessings and the work that you do just purely from source for the highest good. That is number one. You can actually do grid work, and there are grids and ley lines around your planet that very often become entangled, and you can listen to guidance and they will take you to the place that needs to be untangled. This is beautiful, deep work in service. Yes.
I'm doing that.
Yes,
There's
Very difficult.
many things
But I
that
you can have all that with that because I have a lot because I don't require recognition because that would create ego. So I don't, there's no thank you in the work. It's just sort of automatic.
Thanks, Mother Meyer, for coming and spending time with us tonight. We really, really, truly greatly appreciate you taking this time out and providing
Indeed.
us with information and blessing us with the awesome light language. We appreciate you.
yes.
Do
Thank you
you
for all
all
your love.
you all speak light language? Have you been opening yourself to bring that through?
I have been I'm working on channeling at the moment, but light language is the next thing I want to learn. But ego is in a way of channeling at the moment, so I'm working on it.
It is not in the way, it is just not an ally as of yet.
Okay.
And there is something that is helpful for you and for humanity and Gaia, and they are called bija mantra, bija, bija mantras.
Hmm.
They are connected to chakras, but they can also be chanted with intention to, heal, to open, to clear. So you can find information in what is your,
Our platform, YouTube.
yes, thank you. Yes, yes. And when you begin to speak the bija mantras, you'll begin to then chant the bija mantras, and you will notice how that really opens up your light language.
Oh, awesome. Thank you so much for
You
that.
Yeah,
you
you.
do not you
cool.
do
We'll all
not
be
have
doing
to
it this week.
you do not have to wait until you have quote unquote learned how to channel before you allow light language to come through. We will say it to you. Letting the light language come through will help you to make an alliance with your ego.
Oh, this is awesome. Thank you so much for that.
Yes, indeed. So are we on a time constraint?
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
8:01, 8 o'clock.
Oh, then we will relinquish the body. Thank you for allowing us to be present with you today.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Namaste.
Mother Maya.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mother Maya. We love
Yeah.
you. Namaste.
Blessings to each.
Love you.
We are complete.
Mm.
We'll all be doing. We'll all,
Wendy, are you back with us?
maybe she's frozen. We'll all
She
be.
is she
We'll
is
all,
frozen, but I'm
we'll all
waiting.
be bija this week. Till next.
Oh, there she is. I
Hi,
see her.
Wendy.
Hey, beautiful.
All right.
That was wonderful.
That
Thank you,
was
Wendy.
awesome. Yeah, thank you. So look, Jenny and
Yes, ma'am.
Deborah, we look, we got some awesome information to help us along with channeling.
Oh,
Thank
great.
you.
Yeah,
Thank you, Martha.
Wendy, she was talking about she got into the little bit with the ego, and as we were wrapping up, I had told her like that's what was getting in my way because she asked us to look at how it's affecting us, and she said to do the bija mantra.
Oh, bija mantras
Yeah.
are incredible. I learned about bija mantras when I was studying something called biosonic repatterning, which is healing with tuning forks
Wait a
and
minute.
sound.
Wendy, because I love light language and I was sharing that with you. Like, I want to learn how to speak it. And so every morning I listen to it. And one of the ladies that I listened to, she had like a 5 fun facts about how she cracked open her channeling in her light language because she felt like she was like not getting anywhere. And she said tuning forks did it.
Wow.
Yeah, tuning forks are amazing. Tuning
Yep.
forks are amazing. There is a man, you can find him on Facebook or uh I don't know what he calls the company anymore. It could be called Biosonics, but his name is Dr. John Beaulieu, Beal
IUE.
IUE. And was he was my teacher. He's been around for a really long time. He lives in New York. And he's still doing things online and stuff. He was a psychiatrist and he's brilliant. He's taken sound and gone scientific with it and created all of these amazing things. And so yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
And he
wow.
reminds
Okay.
me of a giant elf. He's just like nice man. Nice man. So yeah, bija mantras are amazing. Lam, Ram, Ham, Sam, Om. You'll find them.
So
Oh,
bija
nice.
is spelled BEJA.
bija.
bija.
And we can find those on YouTube, right? I said that to her.
You bet you can. There's different people that are doing bija mantras
Mhm.
all over the place. Yeah, check it out. Check it
Will
out.
Thank you.
do. Oh, this was fun. Thank you so much.
It was a
You're
great
welcome.
podcast. Thank you,
Thank you
Wendy.
guys. And thank you for
Bye,
showing
everybody.
up and hanging out with me today. I'll look forward to seeing you
Good seeing you,
soon.
Wendy.
Yeah.
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 Thank
All
you,
right,
Wendy.
Good night,
bye.
ladies.
Blessings, you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Blessings.